All right, so first thing about the columns. So you don't really want to change the columns in the visibility graphics, which I think you did here. So you went down to structural columns, and if you change the projection pattern to a solid orange, right? And if I go to shaded, right, it looks like that, so it does that. I'm going to undo that. So if I go to shaded now, what you really want to do is just pick one of the columns, and it has a structural material, steel, on it. And this is an instance parameter, so it could be different for every single one of these columns. So what you want to do is pick one of the columns, right click on it, select all instances visible in view, come in here and update this material by clicking and opening up the material dialog box. And you can either update this material or create your own. So this is the material that's on it, right? So if you check use render appearance and you go to the appearance tab, let's see how it's made. We can just tint it, right? It's stainless steel with a satin finish. So you could tint it and tint the color to orange. Right, so you'll see it turn orange. Now in the graphics, because it's a tint, it's not going to show that. So you can remove this check and kind of just pick the same color orange, right? So if I do that and click OK, it will turn those guys to orange, right? Let's see, it also turned these guys, right? Let's tab select this one. Right, so it was also assigned to the beams. So if you want the beams to be orange, that's cool. But one other thing you could do is you could make your own material. So if you just wanted the columns to be orange, you could pick this column, right click, select all instances visible in view, and then open up the material dialog box by clicking right there. And just come down here and go to create new material. And we'll right click on that and rename it, and I'll name it steel columns orange, right? And then you can just click use render appearance, go to the appearance and change the color of them to orange and click OK. If you want to, you could come in and change the cut pattern in the foreground to steel, which would be here, right? And it's gray right now, you can make it black, but then you can click OK, and now it just assigns that to material to all of those columns, right? So now all those columns turn orange, these stay the same, and these stay the same. Okay, so now about the stair. If I go in and create a stair, the default, I'll just make a monolithic white stair. The default width is usually 3 feet, so if you come in and make a stair, it's going to go from plan A1 to plan A2, so you set your levels, and I'll just make a stair and you'll see that it's 3 feet wide, right? So if I hit check, I get this stair that's 3 feet wide, so if I look at it, there it is, right? To change the width of the stair, what you want to do is you want to be in the plan that you created it in, so I'm going to go back to my plan A1. And I'm going to pick this, and if you try to make it bigger or move it or stretch it here, that's not going to work. What you want to do is edit the stairs. And if you pick the stairs, you'll get a little pull here, right? And you can pull it. It'll actually align to things. So if you know how you want it aligned, you can just pull it, right? Like that. So now, if I go in here, I have a stair that's doing that. If you have, like a switch back stair, what you would do is you would do a stair, and right now it's saying 4 of 14, 7 of 4, 7 of 11, 7, 11, 10, so 9 created. You could come in, and if you need a switchback stair, you just skip the landing and it actually creates it for you, and then you come in and kind of adjust these however you want them to be adjusted, right? It'll actually yell at you because the landing's not deep enough. Let me cancel that. So if I go to the stair command, I think it's under the edit type. So the edit type is the minimum width, so it always makes it the minimum width when you first do it, 3 feet. So you could change that if you wanted to. All right. And then the line weights and how they're represented, you can do all the stairs by going to your object styles. So if you go to your manage and object styles, right? Scroll down and you'll see stairs. Right, and right now they're the thinnest they can be. So, and if you expand it, they're probably all 1. So that's the thinnest line weight. And so you can't really make them any thinner. The only thing you could do would be to go to manage additional settings and go to your line weights and look at what number 1 is at whatever scale you're printing at, and you could potentially make that thinner in the inches, right? But I don't know. You can go in, and if you go to the visibility graphics, you can expand the stairs. You could make them gray. But if you expand the stairs, you can also get rid of all the dashed lines, right? Like, if I pull this over here, there's nose and riser lines. So if I click riser lines and hit apply, it gets rid of the nosing underneath there. And then hidden lines, so like above riser lines. So I get rid of that and hit apply, right? And then you just have that, which is sort of, preferable. So you can do that.